Hi, just a quick message to say thank you to all our subscribers. Thank you for sticking with us. It's been quite hard filming over the Christmas New Year period. Obviously everybody's busy. And on that note, the video that you're about to watch was filmed New Year's Eve. But unfortunately when I went to edit the clip, I didn't realise that there's a 20-minute timer on my camera and it had switched off. So apologies for the abrupt ending, but that's why. There was also an issue with the sound, in that if I use the microphone on the camera it's very echoey, and the little microphone that I had attached to my t-shirt that I bought off Amazon, which I don't have the details for at the moment, but don't buy it because it just hisses and crackles and you can hardly hear what I'm saying anyway. So apologies for the sound quality.
Other retailers are available.
Other retailers are available, and I'm sure Amazon sell microphones that are good. It's just the one that I bought is crap. We went down to the boat yesterday just to check on the mooring lines. We've had a few storms and we haven't been down because we've been too busy to get down there. So we went down, checked the lines, had a quick cup of tea while we were on the boat, and I'm just putting a clip in now to show you that we do actually own a boat, and not all these videos are going to be me talking to camera and boring you to tears. And on that note, please like, subscribe if you haven't. It really does make a difference. I am the worst offender for not liking. I have to go back through all of, what's the channel I watch? GBU, Sailing Good, Bad and Ugly, and Free Range Sailing, because I realised I've probably watched about 200 of their videos. I have subscribed and I never liked them, so I am now spending spare hours that I have going back through all their videos to make sure that I like them all, because now that I make videos I appreciate how much difference it makes. So hope you enjoy the video and I'll catch up with you soon.
Bye. Or you could have asked me to do it, which would have probably been better.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a good Christmas, and I hope you're having an even better New Year. It's New Year's Eve. This may go out New Year's Eve, but to be honest, am I going to have time to edit it? Probably not. Are you actually going to watch this video on New Year's Eve? Probably not. So I'm guessing it will be coming out New Year's Day tomorrow. But I wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year. I hope you're all enjoying it. I know it's a bit weird for everybody at the moment, especially in Wales with COVID lockdowns and things not happening, etc, etc. But this video is going to be about whether to sail, as in whether you should sail. Now, the whole purpose of me starting this channel was this topic, so I figured this would be a good starting point. I was going to do a pros and cons for buying a boat, but then I realised while I was doing it there were quite a lot of cons, and the whole point of this channel was to get people sailing, not scare them off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through things that I've found through this whole process, and you know, it might help someone out there. Some of the pros, let's start with the positives. Some of the pros of buying a boat. This is a tough one, and anybody who owns a boat will know exactly what I'm saying, but there is a feeling when you're leaving the marina and you're sailing out, the sun's shining, and you are literally sailing towards the horizon. You may only be half a mile from the marina, but the feeling you get as you're sailing out to sea, there's nothing in front of you, is just amazing. It's hard to explain. All the things that stress you out when you're on land at home, just, they don't follow you. They don't follow you out to sea on the boat. That's probably the best way I can describe it. You just feel as though a weight is lifted off your shoulders. There are a few other things put on your shoulders, don't get me wrong, like fear of sinking, sharks, etc., but the normal day-to-day things, they don't follow you out there. And when the weather's right, the wind is right, you hoist the sails, you know, she leans over a bit and off you go. There's no engine, there's no noise apart from the wind and the water. It's absolutely fantastic. It's people watching this video, if you sail, please put in the comments how you would describe that feeling, because I know you know exactly what it is I'm trying to get across. It's just absolutely fantastic. Some of the other things for pros, you can access parts of the coast that you can't access by land, and I honestly didn't realise just how much of the coast you don't get to see. That first sunny day sail down the coast, down the Gower coast, the beaches, the inlets, the cliffs, the seabird life, just all of it. I was probably no more than 15 mile away from my mooring, and I was seeing things I'd never seen, I didn't even know existed. You become part of a club in that there are a group of people that get to see that, and they are people that are out on boats. Otherwise you just don't get to see it. Sailing also comes with other activities. There's not just the sailing, there are other things that you can get into, hobbies if you like, when you're sailing. Fishing, that's my thing. I enjoy fishing. That's one of the extras that I get out of it. Paddleboarding, I'm looking at getting a paddleboard probably in the summer, possibly one for me and the wife, so it's something we can do together. We did used to do sit on top kayaking. I used to fish off my kayak, so we have done that before. The wife, Sarah, she's great on top of the water, doesn't mind being on top of the water, you won't get her in it. She's allergic to being in water. I swear she hates being in it, so as long as she's on it, she's fine. Scuba diving, I am thinking of doing scuba lessons. I did do it years ago, back in the early 2000s. I did a taster session at a boat show, funnily enough, and it was a very strange sensation. Wasn't for me at the time, but it may be now. I did have opportunity to learn how to dive properly when I was in the BVI, in the British Virgin Islands, and I didn't take it up, and I'm a bit gutted. I should have. I should have just bit the bullet and done it, but I didn't. So something else you could do, snorkeling. Don't mind snorkeling. Did a bit of snorkeling when I was over there. People in the comments will probably tell me I'm wrong. Have we got the water in this country to snorkel? Don't know. Possibly. I mean, I have been some parts of North Wales, down Tenby way on the right day. The water's probably clear enough. It's one of the reasons I haven't got into scuba diving in this country, because to be honest with you, the water around the coast is usually like mud, and I don't see the appeal. Scuba diving and snorkeling now would be literally so I could get underneath my boat and do any repairs or maintenance that I want to do under the water. So that's something else to do. Another pro would be, think of a boat as a floating caravan. You have got a floating holiday home. If you want to go and sail over to Ilfracombe, North Devon, spend 2 weeks holiday there, you can do it. You haven't got to book anyway, you haven't got to pay extra. To be honest, you're paying all that money all year for the mooring for your boat, so use it. Get out there. My boat, she's only 27 feet, as I've said before, but she's got everything. She's got a double bed, she's got hob, oven, toilet, sink, fresh water, 12 volt power. If I use an inverter, I've got 240 volt power, 230 volt power if I want it. She's got everything I can need. So, you know, I don't need to go forking out extra money for somewhere else. On that subject, just staying on the boat in the marina feels as though you're having a break. You've got somewhere else to go. You've got another bolt hole that when you're stressed out you can go to. I get as much satisfaction from sitting on my boat in the marina as I do taking it out sailing. That might be contentious with some sailors, but I just enjoy being on the boat. Doesn't matter where it is. It's just so relaxing. I can't tell you. Unless you do it, you wouldn't understand. But just being on the boat is fantastic. I mean, sleep. I sleep like an absolute log on the boat. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Sierra. I would say it's from doing the winches, pulling on the ropes. It's the physical exercise of sailing. But it doesn't matter if I just sit on the boat drinking coffee in the marina. I sleep like an absolute log. I'm out. I'm out for the count. I don't sleep as well at home as I do when I'm on the boat. It's a very strange thing, and if anybody knows what it is, it might just be me, but if anybody else knows exactly what I'm talking about, please, like I said, comment in the comment section. Let me know if you're exactly the same. I was, luckily enough, we had a week of nice weather in the summer. I took a couple of days off work. I didn't do anything. I just stayed on the boat, and I just read some books, drank tea, and I felt as though I had a proper break. It was as if I'd gone to Tenerife and been sleeping on a beach for a week. I felt so much better afterwards. It was great. And these are all things you can do when you've got a boat. There are a few things you should know. Cost. Boats are expensive. I mean, really, to purchase a sailboat, I mean, I'm speaking from a sailboat point of view. There are different boats. You can get little fishing boats, little speed boats, something like a dory to fish off. There are all different types. But a sailing boat, really, you need to be looking up towards £10,000 for anything that you're going to get more enjoyment than grief. And for that, to give you some sort of analogy, a £10,000 car, you can get a nice car for £10,000. £10,000 for a boat, you're looking at something probably from the mid-70s. You're looking at something 40 years old. Engine will probably be on its last legs. If you're lucky, you've got a good set of sails, but the chances are when you start going down to between £5,000 and £10,000, the chances are you're going to have to spend £5,000 on it, sorting it out. An engine, to re-engine a boat, you're looking at second hand. Engine and sail drive, oh, I don't know, you wouldn't get much change out of £6,000. And the chances are, if you've, like I said, if you pay 10 grand for a boat and it's 40 years old, if it's on its original engine, it might have been serviced regularly, it might run like a watch, but there's always that thing where you could be the unlucky one and you've just paid 10 grand for a boat and you're going to have to spend half that again now to put a new engine on it. Chances of that, it can happen on a car, but you know, it's like I said, a 10 grand car is going to be 10-year-old, whereas a 10 grand boat is going to be 40 years old. So that's one thing to take into account. They're expensive to keep. I'm in a marina and my marina fees are £2,300 a year, but I've got all the facilities. So the marina that I'm moored in got a laundry, good showers, good toilets, you know, I've got Wi-Fi, I've got everything you could need. I mean, I could live on my boat if I wanted to. There are cheaper ways of storing your boat. I mean, if you've got a trailer sailor, there are no storage fees, but then you've got the hassle of launching it every time you want to take it out. You can't really just go down and spend the day on it. You know, you've got to launch it somewhere. Then you've got the in-between ones where you could have a swinging mooring, a lot cheaper, no facilities really, and you need a little rowboat or a kayak or something to get out to it, because it's literally just tied up to a mooring pole floating in the middle of wherever it's moored. So you get what you pay for at the end of the day. I don't know about other people, but with a car, you park it up, you don't tend to worry about it. A boat, it's not like that. It's always in the back of your head, or it certainly is mine. Especially if the weather's bad, is she okay? Are the mooring lines okay? Have they worn through? Has the main sheet on the boom, has that gone slack? Is the boom thrashing about in the wind? Next time I go there, she could be on the bottom of the marina with the mast sticking out of the water. To be fair, the longer you own the boat, the less that is. But when you first have a boat, it's on your mind all the time. It's still going to be there when I go back. So, you know, you've got that sort of worry. Sailing is there's a slower pace to life. Nothing on a boat happens fast apart from bad things. If everything's going well, then it's for me it's great. I find it very, very relaxing. If you're somebody who's on the go all the time and, you know, got to be busy, sailing might not be for you, because once you've set the sails up, boat's trimmed nicely, she's well balanced, for the next 3-4 hours you're not doing anything. You're just sat there enjoying the fact that you're sailing, unless you're racing. Now, when I first had a boat, I always said that I wouldn't be interested in racing, and I can't sail to a standard that I would feel confident racing. But if there's another boat on the water and it's going in the same direction as you, it's a race. It's an unwritten rule. It doesn't matter what boat it is. It could be smaller than you, bigger than you, faster than you. It doesn't matter. If it's heading in the same direction as you, there's a race on, and you both know it. You don't even have to say anything. It's just the way it is. Like I said, I'm not confident enough yet to start racing. I'd love to have a go, but I'm not willing to do that yet. Okay. That doesn't look very comfy, does it?
What? What doesn't look comfy?
You probably see that light reflected in my glasses. Do me a favour, go and have a look on the screen on the back and see if you can see the light in my glasses.
You're just so not funny. Why don't you just take them off?
I could just take them off.
Not like you can't see what you're doing. Also, I have to put my glasses on now to be able to see if I can see them, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
This is quite a comfy sofa.
It is to sit on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know. How much booby do we want?
Loads of love against views.
I haven't washed my hair in I don't know how many
Right,
million
can we
years.
start now?
Yeah. You know they only want to see me anyway because I'm much funnier than you are.
Okay. Ready? Try and look at the camera.
Okay, I'll look at the camera.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. There's been a few fucking hell, start again. Technical.
This is not going to bode well for you, I'm telling you now. Once you start me laughing, we could be in trouble.
Right, ready? Hi, welcome to the channel. This is... Oh, fucking hell.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's had a really, really happy Christmas and New Year and all of that stuff. I'm only here because I can speak on a rolling camera and you can't. Over to you.